am Fletcher Brown with another artist video blog at kicks96country.com, all the way from right here in Birmingham, Alabama. Well, here in the state of Alabama, from Birmingham, Alabama. Please welcome for her very first time. I don't know how we waited this long to get her down here. Remy Garrison is our guest today on the artist video blog. How are you, Remy?
I am doing amazing, Fletch dog. How are you? I told him I was gonna give him a nickname.
She did. She did. She warned me that she nicknames everybody, and now I'm Fletch Dog, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to see if my son thinks that's hip and cool because that's your generation. So
I think it's cool. If it's not, then I'm not hip like my generation is.
okay. No, I think you're pretty hip and cool. I've actually heard or read your style vocally and your song style, music style compared to everybody from Ariana Grande to Sam Hunt.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty, and those are some pretty bold complimentary statements. How do you feel about your style and just your approach to songwriting, to music, and your vocal style?
I feel like songwriting is like the most important thing when it comes to songs. I feel like the song is king in every situation, and I feel like storytelling is so important in country music. So, but I feel like you can always be diverse with your sound and how you take things production wise, and how you sing things. Because like we all have like the same story of like bits and pieces, and like it's like it's all about being relatable. But no, I can sing like Ariana Grande, but I love like Sam Hunt's songwriting and music, and like how like if you can read it like top down like on paper, like it's so well thought out, like his song Cop Car.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
well, that was because Keith Urban had a hit with that.
Yes. So I just think that's like I think that's just a great example of amazing songwriting and amazing storytelling.
Yeah, well, I mean, you take a situation that you would ordinarily see mundane and you turn it into a moment, a real moment. So do you write like all of your songs, or I mean, being in Nashville because you have relocated to Nashville?
Yes.
Do you find yourself in a writer's room with other Nashville songwriters and take their ideas and work them well? I mean, mostly on your albums, is it mostly all you, or is it you and a mix of other songwriters?
I do take outside cuts because I think one of the most amazing things about being in Nashville is there is just such an amazing pool of songwriters. And as an artist, I want to showcase just the amazing talent from everyone in town. I do write most of my songs, and most of my songs that are released are like mine, but I love just like putting a platform out for other songwriters to just showcase what their abilities. Just because like as a creative, like I love supporting others, and I want to do everything I can to just be like, hey, look at this person and they're writing and this and this and this. So yeah.
Well, you talked about songwriting being storytelling, at least in country, especially in country, it's storytelling. So, and storytelling can be very interpretive. Do you find as a vocalist when you taking a song from a songwriter, one that you didn't have a hand in writing, do you look at that as an opportunity to interpret that song and in from your perspective and as your style as an artist? Because I mean, let's be honest, two artists can do the exact same song, but it'd be two completely different experiences.
Yes. And any song that I take as an outside cut, I always like think with in mind like this is a song that I wish I wrote, and this is a song that like I've lived, and like maybe like I didn't write it, but it was written for me. So I always keep in mind of like I do want it to live like in its truest form, the way like this like the writers intended it. But I will always give my twist in the end.
Okay.
Just because I feel like that's important.
All right. Well, okay. Well, let's talk about where that comes from. You're originally from Birmingham, Alabama.
Yes.
All right. Now, that like your whole life, you're only from Birmingham, or did you born somewhere else and move to Birmingham? How'd that work?
No, Birmingham, born and raised, baby. Yeah, no. And I started going up to Nashville at 13 to just co-write and do all the things. And then after graduating high school in 2018, made the move. I've been up there for like 6 years.
Really? So, I mean, you've been making trips back and forth to Nashville, working in your music since you were 13 years old.
Yeah, it's been a trip to say the least.
Right. Well, that means that you've got a family and parents that were exceedingly supportive of you from a very early age.
Yeah, my parents, they have always been so supportive and so dedicated to me just following this dream and this passion. And they have constantly been like, keep going, you're doing it. And I love that they have never swayed away from that. Like they've never been like, like you're all right. Like they've always just been like, if you believe in it and like you like set your mind to it, you're gonna achieve it. So I tooting their horn, I do have the best parents.
Are you the first musician in the family, or did mom and dad did they dabble in?
I actually I do sort of come from a musical family, but I'm the only person to follow this to like such a deeper level.
Mm-hmm.
My dad can play piano and he's a songwriter. My mom used to play guitar and she sort of dabbles in writing a little bit. My brother, my twin brother, fun fact, he is a multi-talented musician. He can play bass, drums, piano, trumpet. He can play anything and everything.
Wow.
I know. I always say to him, I'm like, you could be a session player in Nashville. Like he could be like, like he would make great money in
I'm just saying,
Nashville.
side hustle, maybe.
I know. That's
Maybe
what I'm thinking. Maybe through this, we convince him to move up to Nashville because I've tried. I
we can work
have.
on it. We'll work on them together.
Yeah. If he's listening to this, be like, move up to Nashville, Will.
Well, okay. So now you've been, like I said, you've been knocking on Nashville's door for a while now. You've made an impression on quite a few people. Your current single that's out on country radio right now, "Get It Girl." Was that one that you wrote, or is it one that you kind of like, you took in from outside?
It was one I wrote. It was from a very just present time in my life. I just got out of like a really bad relationship. And, I was sulking in my house and my friends were like, okay, don't do that. We're going out. And I was like, okay, if you say so. So like they dragged me out of the house that night and like on the dance floor, dancing with my friends and drinking all the drinks. Like I just realized like that relationship is so small compared to like the rest of my life. And like honestly, like as like more time has passed and like I've like distanced myself from that relationship, it really just feels like a blimp in time.
Mm-hmm.
And like you're gonna be okay in the end. Like heartbreak, you hate it, but you are gonna get over it. So I wrote this song just for like a message for anyone that like is going through heartbreak that like you're gonna be okay and like really lean on your friends during those hard times because like they love you and they're gonna be there for you no matter what.
I love that message. It's such a great, I mean, but it's also really true because it's like, how many of us haven't been there where, we ended something that meant a lot to us and all we wanted to do was sit on the couch and, in our pajamas and just eat ice cream or just whatever, either just fall apart or just sort of fall into self-destructive behavior. But your friends are just right there going, no, 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 we got you. Come with us. Yeah. We're going to go do self-destructive together. We're going to do group destructive.
Yeah.
I love that.
Bring on the chaos.
We're going to go to the club and we're going to dance and drink as one does with their friends. I love that personally. I think that's a great idea. So Get It Girl is out now. Country Radio's responded to it, but you already are working on the next single, the follow-up, and it's already getting traction on like digital platforms and things like that. So it's only a matter of time before Country Radio catches on, and that's Delusional. Talk to us really quick about the next one.
Oh my gosh, Delusional. This is so funny. Like me and my manager have talked about this. Like there's 3 important songs that I feel like make me up as an artist. Southern Luxury, which was the title of my EP last year. Southern Luxury was a branding song. Get a Girl is my heart because I just love people and I'm a girl's girl, but Delusional is my personality. And this is another one that I wrote with 2 of my favorite writers, Shane Yoder and Mark Siegel, who is also my producer. And this song, honestly, to be honest, I have not had the best taste in men. I have not had the best taste in men previously. I hope I've evolved since then and I pick right this time. But I have always tended to ignore red flags. And I'm always like, I can make that beige or like green. Like I'm gonna turn that flag. Like I can fix him. I can fix him. But guess what? You can't. I'm looking in the camera. You can't fix him. You can't fix anybody. They need to fix themselves. And I needed to write that song because honestly, like I am delusional. Like I am so like I'm just always like la la land. I'm like da di da di da. So no, that if you really want to know who I am, it's that.
Okay. So I mean, well, at least, again, songwriters honesty, and I gotta say, I think if people, men, women, if made a habit of picking the right person, we would have a lot less music, or at least a lot less really good music that we can all go, yeah,
art, there. Art is delusion.
It really is. It can be. So Delusional is the new single, the next single. It's already out on digital platforms everywhere. Get It Girl is a current single that's charting on country radio right now. If somebody's listening to this and they're like, Remy Garrison sounds like my kind of artist. I've got to go and hear her music and learn more about her. Where do the folks go and find you on the internet?
You can find me at Remy Garrison or Remy Garrison Music on all like social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram. I will get a MySpace if needed, but I don't really know if people do that. Do they still use that?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, there's still AOL.com accounts. I'm telling you, there's yes.
Remember Ask FM? Do you remember that? Yeah. Like, I feel like I don't know if they still use that, but like I could make an account. I think mine got deleted, so I should make a new one.
I just never even had one.
Well, we're gonna make one after this.
Okay. Remy Garrison is our guest. Look for a live performance for her elsewhere here on our YouTube channel. And Remy, thank you so much for coming to visit us.
Of course. You know what? We need to do a handshake or something.
What's that? Okay, like I don't know.
Like Okay.
Yeah. All right. So painfully simple, and I'll never remember how to do it. Remy will have a live performance on our YouTube channel. Find her online and on her social media, and don't take so long to visit us. I mean, you're from Birmingham. I mean, you live in Nashville, but heck, we're 2 hours either direction.
Yeah, I'm just like, come on, this is simple. This is light work, my guy.
Yeah, it really it is. It's like, and plus, she's an Alabama fan, so it's like it's all Alabama fans around here. All right, we'll see you next time on another artist video blog. Kicks96country.com.
Hit a couple country bars and maybe give your number.